Representatives from the Caledon Public Library, from CCS, I see lots of familiar faces, and I believe WCG Services will be here if they're not already here as well. I'd also like to give a shout out at this point to my employment and training and community resources team, who have worked diligently for months behind the scenes in setting up our programming and figuring out what this is going to look like in this new landscape. So great, lot of collaboration, a lot of people were involved to get to this point, and I just want to make sure that, you know, everyone knows this doesn't happen with a person, this happens with a team, and I'm very fortunate to have a really great CCS team to be working with alongside. So we're excited to bring us all together to announce that Caledon Community Services and the Caledon Public Library will be joining forces, and we will now be able to offer employment services and community supports program at 3 different libraries throughout Caledon. And I think that deserves a round of applause. So that is what we're here to talk about, and we're going to bring up a few guest speakers to share on that. But before we do that, I would like to do an Indigenous acknowledgement. As we gather, we are reminded that the Caledon Public Library sits on the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nations. In particular, we acknowledge the territory of the Huron-Wendat and Haudenosaunee peoples. We acknowledge the cultural injustices, my apologies, of the past and express our collective hope for full truth and reconciliation in the future. On this day, our meeting place is home of many Indigenous peoples, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit, from across Turtle Island, North America. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land, and by doing so, we give our respect to its first inhabitants. So CCS's Employment Services Program, some of you may know it as Jobs Caledon, has been offering employment services in the community for many, many, many years, primarily out of our Bolton location. You know, we try to respond to community needs. That is something that we've always prided ourselves in as an organization. And what we've identified is that there's a need for us to be out in community. We want to come to where the clients are coming. So that is why we are here today to and embarked on this relationship with the libraries, because people are here and they have these beautiful spaces and they have all these resources that our clients can access. So together, by being here, we're going to be able to show clients all the resources the library has to offer, but also all the resources that our employment and our community supports programs are going to be able to offer to the community. I think it's an exceptional partnership. The 3 locations that we are going to be in are going to be this one, Southfields. We'll be in that space over there every week. We'll also be at Caledon East and into the Bolton branch as well. So we've got lots of exciting things ahead, you know, and I'm going to take some time now to introduce a few folks who want to say a few words. I probably rambled on a little bit, but that's kind of what I do. So right now I'd like to introduce Colleen Lip to come up. Colleen has joined the Caledon Public Library as CEO and Chief Librarian in 2015. Since then, she, along with the board and staff, have focused on developing and delivering on their plan to build the future of Caledon Public Library by strengthening facilities and nurturing and culture of learning. My goodness. Okay, still on vacation, I think, in my mind. Innovation and partnership, ensuring that the library is well positioned to meet the evolving needs of a rapidly growing Caledon. So Colleen, please come up. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. I am so excited for Caledon Public Library to be hosting this launch and to welcome all of you to our Southfields Village branch today. I'm almost as excited to welcome you today as I am to be hosting the Caledon Community Services team weekly in each of our branches. This is a partnership that just makes sense. Who better to collaborate with than an organization with whom the library has so much in common? We share a passion for serving Caledon and are guided by so many of the same core values: inclusion, innovation, integrity, and, well, of course, partnership. CCS is an organization, like the library, that is committed to being not only responsive, but also proactive in terms of addressing the needs of those who call Caledon home. So really, who wouldn't want to partner with them? This partnership leverages each organization's unique strengths and helps to mitigate some of our challenges. With branches located across Caledon's vast geography and in close proximity to a lot of town amenities, we are happy to provide space for CCS to reach beyond their own bricks and mortar. And public libraries are now about connections, not just collections, about connecting the community with the information and the expertise when and where it's needed most. We're about transformations, not just transactions, but providing residents with the tools they need to grow and to progress. But the library doesn't have the capacity or all the knowledge we need to do that on our own, so enter Caledon Community Services, compassionately offering much needed expertise and resources. CCS and CPL have a long history of working together, and I am so pleased to be taking this partnership to the next level. I'm grateful that Geraldine and the whole team at CCS sees the library's value, and I'm so appreciative of the work that they do and their willingness to extend those services here to the library. I have no doubt that the residents of Caledon are going to be equally appreciative. Thanks.
I'm so excited. I am so excited about this. Sorry, I can't contain myself. I'd like to bring up our CEO of Caledon Community Services, Geraldine Aguiar. I've had the pleasure of working with Geraldine for a lot of years. How many years? We're double digits. Okay, we're going to go with double digits, both as a colleague and now as our CEO of the organization. And I just would like to say how much I appreciate the ingenuity, the creativity that we're able to approach what we're doing, to be able to enter into partnerships like this. So I appreciate the support, and you know, no idea is a bad idea. We just get to just brainstorm and work it out. And we've been talking about this one for about a year and a half, maybe more. So I'm excited about it, and I just want to bring you up and thank you, Geraldine.
Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Colleen and the library team. I'm so excited about this partnership because this kind of comes full circle for me. My parents were first-generation immigrants here, and I remember coming as a young child. We used to live in Bramalea. And where was the first place my parents took me? The library. And the library was a place of wonder for me because it got us to access things that we didn't have at home. It was also a place where we could hang out with our friends, where I was allowed to go after school because we were studying, right? And there was also boys there. But anyway, funny stuff. But, you know, and seeing how the libraries have evolved today, where it's not just books. I mean, I remember when my kids were younger, we were blown when there was DVDs, and then there was games, and then there was learning tools, and now there's 3D printers and everything. And so I think the library is such a safe place of belonging. It is a place where, you know, my father used to say, we want your life, your future life, to be always better. And so I'm going to say for the community, how do you make your future better than your past? Come to the library. This is a portal that's going to unlock a lot of magical things for you. And I'm so pleased to be able to bring community support services in partnership with the library, because this is where you can get knowledge and books, but this is also a place where you can find belonging and safety and learning and fun. And also, it's a place where you can find supports for those of you that need a hand up, for those of you that need to be pointed in a certain direction. Part of the challenge with community support services, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you need until you need it. So it was magic to partner with the library. This is where people come. This is where people can gain access to services. This is where people can learn about what's out there in the community for your kids, for your teenagers, for you, as we stumble upon life's challenges, job loss, the rising inflation, wanting to know what you're going to do with your young child who doesn't know what they want to do. You know, this is the place to come. And so this is so in line with CCS's vision of a healthy and engaged community. It's also so in line with our mission of advancing community well-being through working creatively and with our partners. So we cannot move these kinds of big boulders by ourselves. And so we are so pleased, Colleen, for that leadership that you have with your team to deploy the library in this way. And CCS is committed to making it easy for people to ask, participate, and give. And so I am excited, and I hope that the community is excited along with me. Thank you.
It's so exciting. I'm just going to keep saying the same thing over and over again. At this point, I just would like to say thank you all for coming here and participating today. Please encourage you to look around the spaces. We have some refreshments here as well, but we would like to do some photos if we could. I know I see the ribbon back there. We'd like to do a ribbon cutting if that's possible. So if I can ask Colleen and Geraldine to come on up, and our library team and our jobs team, whoever we can gather around to celebrate that. And please, after we've done that, just enjoy the refreshments and mingle around, and thank you all for coming.